All righty, we do want to welcome you guys to the Trevorium training. By the way, I'm going to grab our very, very special guest. Hold on real quick. I thought I had grabbed her a moment ago. Then we lost her. All right, there we go. Miss Cynthia, I just sent you an invitation real quick. And for everybody out there, by the way, we had the countdown going with the legendary speaker, Tony Robbins. Of course, we're just having a little fun, little April Fools for all of you. I thought about doing that on the Facebook page as well, but I just thought I would do it for the people that are here live. So just a little fun there for everyone that was here that it is April 1. It is April Fools. Have a little fun with you guys. Maybe you can do the same thing in your own families today. By the way, it is the beginning of a brand new month. And so we're going to have the training we're about to do right now with seven-figure earner, Miss Cynthia Sly. And then there's also going to be a special training 2 hours from now. That'll be 11 a.m. California time, 2 p.m. If you are on the East Coast. That will be 7 p.m. if you're in the UK, 8 p.m. if you are in Spain or France. And again, that'll be a special call with Daryl and Maria. And it's really just how to kind of kick off the new month. You always want to kind of keep track of time, right? It's hard to believe that January 1 was now 90 days ago. It's hard to believe that 1/4 of the Happy New Year is already gone. We are already 1/4 the way to 2024. It's just how fast it goes. It was not that long ago that a lot of people were making New Year's goals and New Year's resolutions. Hey, what am I going to do differently this year than what I did last year to make my dreams come true? And hopefully you all took that one little step of writing down the things that you want. In fact, I can tell you that I just recently went through the program, The Strangest Secret. I've been through it a number of times. Earl Nightingale, in fact, the very first speaker that I ever heard was called Lead the Field, Earl Nightingale. So I might have a certain affection for him, but he was one of the fathers of the entire personal development movement. Of course, Nightingale Conant was the name of a company out of Chicago, Illinois, that back in, when I began my career, I was 24. The only way to get personal development was to buy the $80, $100 cassette tapes, right? We didn't even have CDs back then. You had to get the cassette tapes. And so, we'd be buying all these different cassette tapes, Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins and Brian Tracy, Les Brown, Dr. Dennis Waitley, on and on and on and on. And of course, obviously one of those people was, Earl Nightingale. And one of his most famous talks he ever gave was called The Strangest Secret. And the strangest secret is, why do some people succeed at massive levels and others do not? In fact, you can look at these statistics all around the world. I don't care what area or endeavor that we're talking about. For some reason, there's this law that seems to permeate. And it's the law I call the law of the few. Darren Hardy might call it be the exception. But it's the idea that only for some reason, the top 10% ever seem to do the correct activities, and only the top 5% really cash in. And so what do I mean by that? In the United States of America, we know from Social Security and other places that by the time you hit age 65, out of every 100 people, 1 person is wealthy, 4 will be financially independent, and the rest will either still be working, dependent upon Social Security, charity, government assistance, family assistance, or just no longer alive on the planet. And that tells you that only 5% actually get ahead financially. And we are the richest country in the world. Those stats do not get better as you go to other places. And of course, those stats are not just in the financial arena. How many people you believe ate an apple yesterday? How many people ate a salad yesterday? How many people got on the treadmill and worked out for their good health, or took vitamins, or read 10 pages of a good book? How many people go to church every week and tithe like they're supposed to, right? And this kind of law of the few seems to permeate everything. It doesn't matter if we're talking real estate. How many people get a real estate license? How many people renew that license? How many actually have success selling real estate? How many people open up a traditional entrepreneurial type of a business? I don't care if it's mom and dad open up a restaurant, a coffee shop, a convenience store, they've got a plumbing business, whatever it might be. Out of all of those businesses that get started, out of every 100, guess how many are around 10 years from now? The same number keeps reoccurring. How many people joined the gym in January 1? I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Here we are, April 1. And how many people are still showing up to the gym? January 2nd, they were 5 deep on a machine. the parking lot was packed, right? What happened to all those people? Well, anyway, so you don't want to be one of those people. Now, here's what's exciting. It's not the fact that so few people succeed. That shouldn't depress you. It's how easy it is to get into the top 10%. By the way, guess how many people have clearly defined written goals? 5%. And if you simply break out a pen and paper and you start writing stuff down, you just joined the top 5%. If you floss your teeth today, you just joined the top 5%. If you eat an apple today, you just joined the top 5%. If you read 10 pages of a good book, you just joined the top 5%. If you listen to this training all the way to the end and take notes with 7-figure earner, Miss Cynthia Sly, whose last team was, 14,000 people, maybe she's got something you might want to write down, right? You join the top 5%. It's not that it's hard to join the top 5%. It's the fact that most people don't do it. And when you begin to realize just how simple this is, it's doing the little simple things that appear to make no difference at all, repeated consistently over time, right? By the way, I learned something new by going through the Strangest Secret. It's something I'd never caught before. I've been through that program at least 7-8 times. And I'd never caught the fact that he mentioned before that the word persistence is synonymous with faith, because you have to have faith in order to persist, to continue to plant the seeds, even if you don't have the crop that you're looking for yet, to continue to do the right things, even when the wrong things are happening. Well, again, we're at the beginning of a month, April 1. It is a time to reflect, how have I done based on the measuring stick that I set up for myself January 1? And maybe I didn't set up that measuring stick. Maybe I meant to. I remember Todd and Daryl talking about that, but man, I never really did do it. Today is the day we change all that. Today is the day we're going to break out the pen and paper. We're going to write down all the things we want to do, all the things we want to accomplish, right? And we're going to just start all over. April 1, the beginning of a new month. It's the beginning of the next 3 quarters of the year. Don't be one of those, well, I guess I have to wait till next January 1. Don't fall for that stuff. Every day is a brand new day to look at your goals list. Every week is a brand new week to look at your goals list. Every month is a brand new month to look at your goals list. This is a renewing of every single day. You want to do it again and again. Now, that's not really the purpose of today's talk. Today, again, 7-figure earner Cynthia Sly, going to lay it down why it's easier to build fast than slow. She's going to cover the who, the what, the when, the where, the why of the direct selling industry. Again, 7-figure earner, last team, 14,000 people. She has 100% of the information. Somebody, I hope, if I have not caught your attention by now, I hope you got your pencil sharpened up. Hope you got several pencils sharpened up. Hope you got a pad of paper writing down everything she says. You're going to rewind this training and go through it again and again. In fact, I'm going to double record this training. Hold on. All right. So with that, I want to bring on 7-figure earner. Again, absolutely just incredible individual in the space. Became an ambassador in our company in record time. She was with our company for 2 years as a customer first and foremost. Went to a world tour in New Orleans back in July. Said, you know what? I want to start building this thing. 6 months later, became an ambassador. She's already, Cynthia, you're honing in on 1-star ambassador here pretty quick. That's probably maybe this month. The way your numbers are growing and Jeremy and Pinky and Sarah and all the great people that are just tearing it up on your team. But I want to get out of the way, turn this over to you, Cynthia. Take the rest of the hour. This is your moment. People are dying to hear from you. When you spoke in San Antonio, so many people were raving about your talk. Every time we have you on there, they love you. So honored to have you here. Take it away.
Wow, Todd. Thank you so much. Can you hear me okay?
You sound great.
Okay, and let's make sure that you can see my screen before you go too far away. You got it?
Yep, there we go. The who, the what, the where, and the why, multi-level marketing.
Awesome. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, you guys. It's so much of a privilege to be here with you guys this morning. I'm on the East Coast and, so it is, well, actually it's 12 noon. We just hit afternoon. And so I tell you, isn't Todd just the best? I tell you, I was talking to him yesterday and I was like, Man, you are an encyclopedia. He was telling me about something, and he was talking about a basketball game, where somebody at the last minute, won and everything. And I was like, how do you remember that? Was that recently? And he was like, oh, like within the last 5 years. I'm like, wow. I mean, he truly, truly is a walking, talking encyclopedia. And I tell you, we just love him here in Travorium. And no matter what time it is, because they're on the West Coast, and I'll text him and, he'll get back to me. And you guys, this guy is working with everyone around the world. So I just want to say kudos to our #1 income earner, Gina and Mr. Todd Strand. They are phenomenal, phenomenal leaders. And I was just having a conversation with someone the other day, and I said, you know what? Leadership is everything, you guys. And the, longer I stay living on this planet, the longer I realize that is just not a cliche. And unfortunately, sometimes that can be a bad thing, because that's how important leadership is. And so let me go ahead and jump right into this training. Let me introduce myself. My name is Cynthia Sly. And as you can see, I do spell my last name innocently. That's S as in Sam, L-I-G-H. No S-L-Y here. You can't do what I do and have a last name spelled S-L-Y. I bring you greetings from the great state of Maryland, a suburb of Baltimore, where we be more in Baltimore. And so welcome, 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 my Travorium family. And so for those of you who were at the San Antonio conference a couple of weeks ago, I taught on a topic, fast is easy and slow is hard. And, I broke it down into like 4 different points. And the first point was, guess what, you guys? You have got to know the industry that you are in. A lot of times people sign up, for, the membership for Travorium, and they said, oh, it makes sense, to, get the business, the $49.95, and boom, they're in Travorium. But a lot of people don't know what this all means, because all they heard is, hey, if you share this with 3 people, then, your monthly membership is paid for. And so that's pretty much, all they know, but we are in the industry, you guys, of network marketing. It has several names: multi-level marketing, direct sales. I mean, you even hear people say relationship marketing, and probably, a whole bunch of other terms to describe this industry that we are in. And so the reason why I started off with, in order for you to go fast, you have to know about the industry that you're in, you guys, is because until you know, how this industry works, you may think that you're not having success, and you are, or you may, not understand, what it means when we use certain terms in this industry. You may, not understand what it means to share, and so I would encourage you, like I encouraged you in San Antonio, this training right here, and I'm not talking about my training specifically, but every Saturday at 12 noon Eastern, and, the other time zones, you guys, you must be right here, taking notes, like Todd said, because I'm telling you, we all, I hate to date myself and everything, but I've been in this industry for 28 years, being a student of the industry. I always joke and say, when I hit 30 years in this industry, that's it. I'm not going any higher. I'm not going to say I've been in 31, 35, 32, because that's just too long. Right. And so, 28 years, you guys, taking notes, 28 years learning what to say. And so when you see a Todd Strand, when you see a Daryl and Maria Roberts, when you see Ambassador Taylor and Danny, and sometimes you can, compare what you're doing right now, and this is your first rodeo, to people who have been in for 28 years. So this stuff just rolls off our tongue, but we have been a student, you guys, for 28 years. Daryl and Maria, maybe 30, they're older than me, but I know our CEO and founder, Mr. David Hart, I met him like 15 years ago in network marketing. We were building hard together, you guys. We were in 2 companies together, and so you guys, you got to learn the industry. You got to have a passion for the industry. And when you have a passion for the industry, I tell you what, you're unstoppable, because this industry has fed me and my family, for decades. And so nobody can tell me anything negative about the industry. Are there, some companies that you have joined that didn't work out? Oh, absolutely. No different than a job, no different than a spouse, no different than a date, but that doesn't mean you quit, because and you can see the benefits. So let's just jump right in this, you guys. This is a full-blown training, so I am going to be going fast, but I just wanted to, come to you today saying, you guys, this is a big, huge industry, and you need to know about it to have the success that you want. And so what am I talking about, you guys? I'm talking about the who, the what, the where, and why of multi-level marketing. And so let's just dive right into this, you guys, and talk about the evolution of multi-level marketing. Okay. And you guys, I tell you what, sales and marketing, they have been around, I believe, since the Garden of Eden. People have always been, selling something. Even Satan himself was selling, how great that apple was on the tree, of life, and everything, the tree of evil and the tree of knowledge and all of that, you guys, he was selling something, right? And everything. And so let's just go back to 1860. Oh my goodness, you guys, there were some traveling salesmen, peddlers, is what they call it back in those days. Henry Hines and Asa Candler. You guys, guess what they were peddling? Yes, you named it. You probably guessed it, you guys. Heinz ketchup. They were pushing Heinz ketchup back in the 1860s. You guys, 1890, David McConnell, he had a California perfume company that later became Avon in 1937. Anybody heard of that billion-dollar company? Okay, guess what? In 1931, you guys, there was Frank Stanley of Stanley Home Products. Anybody remember those products? I don't know if that company is still out there, but it was, launched in 1931. Okay, what about 1940? There was a company called the California Vitamins Nutrilite Food Supplement Corporation, and that was the first MLM plan company, you guys. Okay, 1940. Wow, you guys, this business model has a lot of history. Okay, and guess what, you guys? In 1959, Rich DeVos and Jay Van Andel, guess what? They founded the Amway Company. Have you heard of that company? You guys, they are pretty much the grandfather, or maybe even the great grandfather of the network marketing, multi-level marketing business model. And guess what, you guys? They took a lot of bullets for us, and what do I mean by that, you guys? They were moving and grooving and shaking and baking. And guess what? In 1975, you guys, the FTC filed a lawsuit against Amway, saying that it was a pyramid scheme, that it was an illegal business model. But guess what? After spending, millions and millions of dollars in court, legal fees, all of that, you guys, in 1979, Amway was ruled a legitimate business, okay? And so that is powerful, powerful, powerful. And we are so excited about that. And so that's just, a little bit of history of this industry. It has been around for decades, you guys. Totally been around, okay? And so let's talk about the next slide. What is multi-level marketing? You guys, multi-level marketing, also called network marketing, is a business model that uses independent distributors with a multi-level commission payout plan to move products and services from production to the consumer, okay? And you guys, the distributors earn commissions not only from their own efforts, but also on the efforts of other distributors that they recruit into the business model, okay? And so that's where you get the term multi-level, because it's not just you getting paid on your own efforts, but also the efforts of others, on your team. And so I love this slide right here, you guys, because it says, what is multi-level marketing, you guys? It's leveraging time, it's leveraging, other people's efforts. And so you guys, leverage is the key to understanding multi-level marketing. And I love this quote right here. I have heard it quoted throughout the years, and it is so, so profound. And I want you to just let this sink in, because it is what makes this business model so beautiful. Okay, it says, I would rather earn 1%, you guys, of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. And that's by John Paul Getty. And so what is that saying? You guys, I would rather earn 1% off of hundreds of people, thousands of people, because you guys, these companies and teams and so forth, they duplicate, and they build big. You guys, there's only so many hours in a day that we can exchange time for money. But when you're earning off of, hundreds of people, even 10 people, even 2 people, other than your own efforts, that can be powerful. So the key thing that you want to remember in network marketing, in multi-level marketing, is the word leverage, you guys. We are leveraging a system where everybody is plugging into that system and making this thing go. So that is key. And so let's talk about what multi-level marketing is not, you guys. It is not going door to door, okay? It is not, and I want you to get this one, beating your friends over the head with products or services that they don't want. It is not convincing people to do something they don't want to do, okay? It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not a pyramid scheme. Oh my goodness, that dreaded word, pyramid. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about that for a minute. Okay, what is a pyramid, you guys? Is network marketing a pyramid scheme? Absolutely not, you guys. A pyramid scheme, you got to get this, because people are going to, ask you this, or they're going to say, isn't that one of those pyramid scheme things? And it cracks me up, you guys, because the biggest pyramid scheme that I know is something called a job, where you got, people at the top earning a lot of money. And as you go down, you got, the worker bees at the bottom. Doesn't that sound like a pyramid to me? But, they're always so quick to say, isn't that one of those pyramid schemes? And so you guys, you truly, truly, truly want to know what a pyramid is, because if you don't know, you guys, then you might start thinking, wow, maybe this is a pyramid scheme. And then next thing you know, you're not even working the business. But you guys, a pyramid scheme is a non-sustainable business model that involves the exchange of money primarily for enrolling other people in the scheme. What does that mean? That means there is no product, there is no service. And we all know, oh my goodness, this membership that we have here in Travorium is second to none. So you got to know that so that you can feel good about what you're promoting, you guys. Success is all in the mind. And so if you're timid and shy and you're scared that people are going to say, isn't that a pyramid scheme? And you don't know what the industry is that you're in. You don't know that it's been around since, early in the day. You're just going to fall for, anything and everything that people say to you. And your confidence goes down, down, down. But do you think that somebody, a prospect, even somebody who has joined could ever persuade me to think that something is wrong with this business model? Absolutely not, you guys, because I am a student of the industry. I have made, so much money in the industry. I laugh when people think that this is a pyramid scheme. And so, what are characteristics of a good multi-level marketing company, you guys? Timing in the company. Oh my goodness, I tell you what, we have perfect timing here in Travorium. A lot of the, founders, founding members, they have taken a lot of darts in the back for us, you guys. And we are going into our 11th year. We're in our 11th year. And so, you guys, this is the best time to be in Travorium. Oh my goodness, and so timing in the company is perfect, and so that's the characteristics of a good multi-level marketing company, consumable or essential products or services. You guys, travel is a $9 trillion industry. You don't have to explain to people how to travel. They do it all day long. So to me, you guys, that is, better than good, right? The comp plan that pays the part-timer. That's the thing I love about this, you guys, is Mr. Hart. He put, a lot of great money in the front of the compensation plan. I mean, to be treated as well as we are at a 2-star diamond level, really, it's the second leadership level in the compensation plan. After, 1 star, and you get a Super Bowl ring, you guys, you're getting $25 a day and a $750, lifestyle bonus. Are you kidding me? You have a willable business at that level. You guys, that is unheard of. Even at the 1-star level where you're getting that $10 a day and $100 monthly lifestyle bonus. So, there's a comp plan that pays the part-timer. Because let's think about it, you guys. Most people join our team and they work a full-time job. And so this is phenomenal, okay? A characteristics of a good multi-level marketing company. Is there a system for success? Absolutely, we have that here in Travorium. We have tremendous leaders, you guys, where we just have to plug into the system. We have amazing marketing tools, videos, and then with the 3-way call, the 3-way Zoom, it is amazing. Company management experience with integrity. Oh my goodness. We have, a CEO leadership team with experience. Mr. David Hart, not only does he know network marketing, but he knows business. Oh my goodness, that is so key. I have seen it both ways. I have seen it where, the CEO was in network marketing, but didn't know business. I've seen it where, the CEO had a long resume of business, but didn't know network marketing. And so we are so blessed, you guys, to have, CEOs and top field leaders that have been in this industry for decades leading the charge, okay? And so what are some industries that have embraced the M&M business model? One is colleges and universities, you guys. Now, some of the colleges and universities are, talking about and training on network marketing, multi-level marketing. Some of the business schools and so forth like that, they are recognizing this to be, a viable way to earn income. You guys, of course, wireless and IT, companies, even you'll see, AT&T and Sprint, they'll have a referral program. If you refer 3 people, then this will happen. And so a lot of these industries, these big, giant industries are embracing this business model. Health and wellness, oh my goodness, they certainly have embraced this business model. And then you guys, I've even seen insurance, companies embrace the network marketing business model. I mean, A.L. Williams and, all of them, from Prime America and, the list goes on and on. These are respectable, industries that are embracing this business model, cosmetics. And then, of course, the travel industry with Travorium, have embraced this business model. And I tell you what, it is a home run. Okay, so let's talk about what are some of the pitfalls of multi-level marketing. Well, a lot of times, you guys, you start your business with family and friends, which may cause friction and alienation, but one of the things that I love about Travorium, you guys, unlike other network marketing companies, it is almost taboo, to invite your families, your family and friends to take a look at, your business, your network marketing business. But in Travorium, it is the complete opposite. We all know the Davis family that we love, where there's like 30 of them strong, and growing, that, have a membership here with Travorium, and they're building the business and they're ranking up. And then the other night on my team Zoom, we had a big family that is coming on board and everything. And so, you guys, this is so exciting because I believe Travorium has truly cracked the code where you can get your family involved. But most other network marketing companies, it is pretty much a problem. Okay. And another pitfall of multi-level marketing, and I want you to hear this. You need to have a strong backbone, you guys, because many people will tell you no. But guess what? The good news is you don't need very many, you guys. It's not like we're looking for thousands of people ourselves. We're just looking for a handful of people that can get a handful of people, that can get a handful of people, and it will duplicate to hundreds, if not thousands of people. So you need to have a strong backbone because many people will tell you no. You guys, you need to continuously recruit new reps, okay? New distributors, okay? Because, you just want to keep sharing the good news with everyone who you meet, okay? And so some people feel like that's a pitfall. Oh, I got to always talk about this, you guys. But when you truly are passionate about what you are sharing with people, the prospects become endless, okay? But some people look at that as a negative. And if you look at that as a negative, you may want to rethink what you're doing because I love sharing. I got a brand new business partner last night. A friend of ours came to see my husband. He didn't come to see me. He came to see my husband, and I started sharing this with them. And an hour and a half later, we were all looking at the back office, looking at the trips and everything. Guess what? He signed up. And so that's what it's all about. So you should not look at this as a pitfall, but many people do. Okay. There is a financial commitment, you guys. It is a business. The, Internal Revenue Service, Uncle Sam recognizes this as a business. And so there is a financial commitment. We just returned from San Antonio. We had to get, airline tickets. You may have to stay in a hotel, fed yourself and so forth like that. But guess what? It's all a tax write-off. But there is a financial commitment from the time you sign up. When you pick what membership you want and when you pay your monthly, there is a financial commitment. Some people look at that as a pitfall, but I'm a traditional business owner as well, you guys. I own a hair salon. No, I'm not a stylist, but I have employees. And let me tell you, the financial commitment that you have in the network marketing industry versus traditional business, oh my goodness, it's laughable. It truly, truly is laughable. My utility bill alone, just for the electric, is $2,000 a month. Just for the electric. That's not talking about the water bill. That's not talking about the trash, the dumpster in the back. I mean, it is crazy, you guys. Okay? And guess what, you guys? You need discipline and motivation to get the job done without being easily distracted. Okay? Some people find that a pitfall. You have to have discipline, you guys, just to get on this 12, Eastern training call. You have to be motivated. And some people don't know how to motivate themselves, you guys. That's the reason why it's so important for you to have goals laid out like Todd was training on before me, that you guys, if you don't know where you're going, it's going to be hard to stay focused, okay? And so why start a multi-level marketing business with all of those pitfalls, right? Well, guess what? No degree or experience is required, you guys. You learn and you earn simultaneously, okay? And so no degree or experience is required. It's a turnkey system. There's tax advantages galore. I could do a training on that, okay? And that's how I really got my friend, to sign up last night. He's working at Amazon, you guys. He's in management, 12-hour days. I said, wow, I bet they're eating you up in taxes. You guys, we started talking right there. I said, you need a business and everything. He said, oh yeah, they eat me alive. I said, I know, because all that overtime and everything is nothing but tax time. You need a business. And you guys, it was a no-brainer after that. So understand that when you start a business, whether it's multi-level marketing, whether it's a traditional business, or whatever the case may be, if it's a business, then there's so many tax advantages for having that business, you guys. There's no geographical limitations or restrictions. I mean, Travorium is global, and so that's exciting, you guys. You can go to France, you can go to Spain, and you can, go to Nigeria, and you can recruit people, you can sponsor people into this business. That is such a huge advantage, you guys. Flexible hours, no marketing, business plan required. All of this is required, you guys, when you have a brick and mortar business. It's a low startup cost and it's low overhead and no employees. Okay, let me say that. Oh my goodness. We just finished our taxes for 2022, our CPA, y'all. You have no idea. Oh my Lord, you have no idea when I look at those figures and the financials and everything, I'm like, why in the world did I do this almost 10 years ago? I always joke and say, David Hart, he started a network marketing company and I bought a salon, but I tell you, one of us made a better decision. I can tell you that. But anyway, why start a multi-level marketing business? The number one reason, you guys, is residual income. Oh my goodness, residual income. Residual income is any payment system where you receive regular, ongoing payments as a result of a single sale. Okay, let me say that again. Residual income is any payment system where you receive regular, ongoing payments as a result of a single sale. That sounds like daily pay to me, you guys. I'm here to tell you that is a great reason why to start a multi-level marketing business. True residual income is made by having the leverage, there go that word again, of multiple hundreds of people working under you. Okay. And we're under somebody else. And so, you guys, it's not like a boss where, everybody's working under us and we're just sitting on top, but we're under somebody working and they're reaping the benefits. And then they're under somebody working, reaping the benefits. And so it is a beautiful thing. And you guys, it says your business, let me move this bar. Your business can work on autopilot, meaning that while you're sleeping, people are helping you build your business. Oh my goodness, you guys. And this is a global company and people are up when we're sleeping and sleeping when we're up. And I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that, you guys. And so I'm excited about my multi-level marketing business. And so let's see. Let's talk about this. This is a big one, you guys. Why 95% of multi-level marketers fail in MLMs. Okay, let's talk about that. Number one, here we go. Poor leadership and lack of support. Okay. We talked about that, you guys. Leadership is everything. When you have a team, you definitely want to make sure that you're supporting them and that you're leading them the best way that you can. Okay, so this is why 95% of multi-level marketers fail in MLM, poor leadership and lack of support. Then we have unable to duplicate to others what they have learned. You guys, I'm so excited that we have a simple system that anyone can do, and it won't take much of your time, you guys. And so, this is just so key, so key, so key. Okay. Another reason why people fail is they have limited capital. They couldn't, even get started really. Maybe they canceled within 30 days because they were so afraid of that monthly payment, so limited capital. Okay. And we talk about this all the time. Not a strong enough why. This is why people quit. This is why their business never go anywhere, you guys. You have heard this trained on, over and over and over, okay? They never established a clear set of goals or benchmarks. And let me just tell you, you guys, this presentation right here, I think I put this presentation together 20 years ago. If it's not 20, it's at least 15 years. And so look at the information. It never changes. It never changes, you guys. Todd just talked about that. You never established a clear set of goals or benchmarks, okay? Unable to generate new leads consistently. You don't have any more people to talk to in your mind, and so you don't have no leads. And so you got to get out. You got to post on social media. You got to go to a network event. You got to meet people. You got to get out. Okay. And this is a big one, you guys. We talk about this all the time. Network marketing never got into them to believe in the business. That's the reason why you got to understand, the business model. You got to understand the industry. They never became a student of the industry. That is why, you fail, okay? Or the person fails, okay? Who joins multi-level marketing companies, okay? The who? People with money and no time to enjoy it, you guys. That's who joins network marketing companies. But guess what? People with time, but no money. Those are some of the people who join network marketing companies, stay-at-home moms. And I love this because, you know, with Travorium, when you show a mom how to save money on family vacations, man, they are all in. They join network marketing companies, okay? Young adults, college students, you guys, especially these millennials and Gen Zs and all. Oh man, they just have a whole different mindset and philosophy about, you know, business and travel and everything. And so they are joining, you guys. Retirees, you know, disabled, people looking for a change, you guys. They are the ones that we go after to join us in business. And guess what? Entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs, I feel, just have a special chip in their brain where, you know, they just get it. They just see it. And especially if you're talking to somebody who is a traditional business owner and they know the headaches of employees and all of that. And when you show them a company like Travorium, oh my goodness, they just simply get it, you guys. And individuals who join network marketing companies are individuals looking for a tax shelter. There go those tax breaks again, right? And so it is just so many people out there, you guys, that we can talk to. So we talked about why people fail in network marketing, who succeeds in multi-level marketing. You know, those that learn as much as you can about the industry. You guys, I mean, we just repeat the same thing over and over and over in different ways, okay? People who read books, oh my goodness, you guys. You know, Todd says, read 10 pages a day. People who read books, people who listen to CDs, training seminars, company functions. You know, you consult with your upline, your leaders, and so forth like that. You know, you never let people steal your hopes and your dreams. These are the people who succeed in this industry, and people who are positive. They're the ones who succeed, okay? Books you should read. I started laughing when I looked at this, you guys, because again, I haven't looked at this in quite a while, you know, but I wrote this 20, 15 years ago. Books you should read. Look at this. Your first year in network marketing, Mark Yarnell and Renee Reed Yarnell. Didn't Daryl say that last week? Didn't Todd say it over and over? I mean, you guys, we didn't work on these slides together. You know, I'm just getting to know them. They're just getting to know me, and we're all saying the same thing. I call that a clue. I absolutely call that a clue. Look at this book. Have you heard Todd mention this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People? Okay. Have you heard them talk about Rich Dad, Poor Dad? You know, Robert Kiyosaki. What about Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill? You guys, I have not edited this presentation in decades. And these are the books that are down here. These are the books that Todd and Daryl talk about every week. The Magic of Thinking Big, okay? 7 Habits of Highly Effective Network Marketers, Stephen Covey, okay? Brilliant Compensation by Tim Sells, okay? Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. Start Late, Finish Rich. You guys, this is just crazy. I'm gonna let this stay here for a minute if you want to take a picture, but it's the same training that we hear day in and day out. And this is the how to succeed in this industry. You have to be willing to put in the work. We have all came from the same school of thought. This is the reason why Daryl and Maria are brand new, you know, 2-star ambassadors. This is the reason why Todd Strand is a 4-star ambassador. This is the reason why I just became a brand new ambassador, you guys. And, you know, Coach D, she's new to the industry, but she did these exact same things. And that's the reason why she is a double ambassador. You guys, there are no shortcuts to this industry. If you want to be an ambassador, you got to do these things. If you want to be a 2-star director, you got to do these things. If you want to be 3-star, 4-star, and continue climbing the ranks, you must do these things. I'm telling you, we did not get here by, just waking up one day and, oh my God, I'm here. No, we have put in the work. That's why our checks are the way they are, is because we have, invested time, energy, effort, and finances to get to where we are. Okay. And so who does well in multi-level marketing? Self-starters. Are you a self-starter? Leaders who accomplish set goals. Okay. People with great interpersonal communication skills. People with a circle of influence. Great motivators, you guys, do well in this industry. People who possess the ability to guide and encourage others to work the program. Okay. And so, build, you guys, like I said, this was in 2018, you guys. I did at least update it since then. But you guys, this is $1 billion industry, and these companies are some of the ones that, have been around for a while. And so Amway, you guys, at this time in 2018, you guys, it was a $9 billion company. That's 2018. I'm gonna have to go back and see what they're doing now. Avon, we mentioned them. They were at, what is this? About 5.5, almost $6 billion. Y'all, these are not small, companies. Herbalife, you heard of that company? It's a health and wellness company, about $5 billion. And I didn't know this company right here, but you guys, it's a little over what? $4 billion. And the professionals in this industry, you guys, we're always looking at statistics and tracking companies, and there are tons of billion-dollar companies that you've never even heard of all over the world, you guys, just killing it with this business model. And so if you don't know that, and you think that this little industry is just a little 2 people that you got and just a little, check that you're making and everything, then you're going to be thinking, I'm not going to go after anybody with influence. I'm not going to go after anybody who, get things done. One of the biggest mistakes that we make as newbies in the industry is you go after people that have no influence. You go after people that, they may be a little down on their luck, as they say, and everything. And so you want to help them. But you guys, if you want to build a big team, you want to go after people who are, influencers. Like, we got a lot of pastors in Travorium. They're influencers. We got a lot of people who, are teachers, they're influencers. They got great people skills. You want to go after people who are positive and everything, because people want to be around them. And then when they get in, they already have a network of people that they can tap into. Okay. And so you guys, this is a huge industry. So I hope by you, being on this training today, that you can just square your shoulders up, and that this training will give you confidence to hold your head up and say, you know what? I'm excited because I'm in a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's not a pyramid scheme. I didn't know what it was, and some of the most respected industries use this business model. You guys, now churches are even tapping into this business model. My church, they gave us little cards to invite people out to Easter service. And I promise you, I thought I was sitting in a network marketing meeting, and so you guys, there is nothing for us to be embarrassed about, being in this industry. And then when you are in Travorium, where we're teaching people to, travel better, travel more, and to travel for less. Are you kidding me? And so this is just good stuff, you guys. Truly, truly it is. And I love this saying, by Robert Kiyosaki. He says, the richest people in the world, you guys, look for and build networks while everyone else looks for work. Let that sink in. The richest people in the world look for and build networks. Isn't that what we're doing here? While everyone else is looking for work. And so I'm so excited about this. And I want to end with this last slide, which is realize your dreams. Dream a big dream, you guys. And the worst that can happen is a small dream will come true. If you can dream it, then you can achieve it. You can get what you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. And that's by Zig Ziglar. And I want to end with this, you guys. I wrote this down and I'll put it on my Facebook page. And I want you, when you see it on my Facebook page, to, copy it down. And this is what you want to tell yourself every single day. I am a people builder. I am here to transform lives. I am here to invest in the lives of others. I am here to show others what's possible. I am here to inspire others to step out of their comfort zones, to live in their greatness. I am here to be a vessel. I am here as a messenger, and I am heeding the call. And when you have that mindset, you guys, I'm telling you what, you will become unstoppable. You see, you guys, this is ministry for me, and so my, journey in this industry called network marketing is totally different than somebody who has just signed up and really don't know what they're in. And so I'm not afraid to talk to people. I'm not afraid to post on my social media. I'm not afraid of someone saying it's a pyramid or anything like that, because I know who I am and I know whose I am. And I know why I am doing the things that I am doing, and that is to impact other people's lives. And so God bless you all. Thank you for spending your time with me today. And so that ends our presentation. Take it away, Todd.
Wow. Everybody give her some hearts, some love, some thumbs up. I had Daryl calling me 2 seconds ago. This is pure fire. I can't write fast enough. I'm taking screenshots. And guys, I've been doing this 28 years like Cynthia. And so, that was absolutely incredible. You can see the loves and all that kind of stuff. We double recorded this, guys. We got it on Facebook. We got a physical recording of it. Here's what's ironic, Cynthia. I'm doing a training tomorrow in France with Danny. And the title of the training is this one of those pyramid things? And so I was putting together all my slides, by the way. And of course, obviously, I was taking all kinds of pictures of your slides. All kinds of great stuff I'm going to add to my training for tomorrow. But as I was going through, because it's so true that when people understand this industry and what it is, that it can truly be a ministry and those kinds of things. Because I was going through some of the slides, people that endorse this industry that a lot of people don't know. For example, billionaire Carl Icahn. He is one of the richest men in the world and put tons of money in Herbalife. You got George Soros, who is the 70th richest man in the world after donating $32 billion. He gave $32 billion away, and he's still the 70th richest man in the world, right? And he also put billions in network marketing. The guys who wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul, Mark Victor Hansen and Jack Canfield, huge supporters. This one blew me away. By the way, the 11th president of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam, he says network marketing is the fastest growing business of the 21st century, which must be joined by every young man and woman globally. Otherwise, you can never get the best out of your youth age. Again, he was the president of India. How about Tony Blair, the prime minister of Great Britain? Network marketing is a tremendous contribution to the overall prosperity. I got quotes from Bill Clinton. I got quotes from Robert Kiyosaki. I got quotes from the current Prime Minister of India. And he says that unemployment in India is the biggest concern, direct selling at the rescue. Quotes from Warren Buffett, the 5th richest man in the world, dollar for dollar, best investment ever made. Quotes from you name it, right? By the way, Bill Farley, who lives next door to Oprah Winfrey. He owns Fruit of the Loom and a number of other companies, owns a big network marketing company. Guthrie Rinker, the largest infomercial company in the world, owns a big network marketing company. I grabbed the slides, by the way, because we got Primerica, which you talked about, insurance. A lot of people don't know that they're owned by Citigroup. Well, Citibank has $2.4 trillion in assets. By the way, the entire gross national product for all of France is 2.9 trillion. Here's a bank that has almost as much under assets as the entire country of France does every year. And they own one of the largest pyramid things in the United States of America. I mean, so for those of you that bump into that, the training that Cynthia gave you, knowing that the billionaires are participating in this industry, some of the largest financial institutions in the world are participating in this industry. Some of your friends are just behind on the reading, and that's part of the challenge. Most people have not read 5 books since they graduated high school or college, right? They quit reading. They just, well, I did that, done. I know you have to subscribe to ongoing learning. And if you're doing that, you realize, wow, the wealthier building networks. Wow, this is the direction to go. So Cynthia, incredible training. Someone's coming on here. I don't know if someone wants to say something. They just logged. Okay, they just logged out. I didn't know maybe Daryl was coming on or David Hart or somebody else. I just want to thank you and say how unbelievably, incredibly that was. By the way, just remind everybody, I got a text here from Daryl that him and, in fact, I didn't get the text. He said it, but I didn't get it. That him and Maria are doing a training. Not now, exactly 1 hour from now. They're going to be doing a special training to kind of kick off the new month, the next 3 quarters of the year. But again, Cynthia, thank you so much. This is absolutely just pure fire. Any final thoughts?
Well, I tell you what, there go Todd, that encyclopedia. I tell you, I love all the statistics and the validation and everything that he gives to us, you guys. Be proud of the industry that you're in, because it can truly change your life. And then to know that we're in Travorium in this industry, it is a double whammy. And so I am just excited and grateful. And thank you so much, Todd, for your leadership. And, you guys, let's be back here in an hour, just soaking it all in, because we need to be a student of the industry. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you, Cynthia.